All right, guys, let's take a look at the 5G sector, starting out with our ETF 5G. Today was a big red day that turned into a green day for a lot of the tickers. The S&P and 5G really reflected that. The key thing today, we've lost 24.54 and we've lost 24.27, so we have lost our daily uptrend. We're seeing an execution of this head and shoulders. Now, the question is, how far do we go in this execution, and at what point, if and when, do we establish that lower low on the daily time frame and start heading back up to our key level, which we're now watching 25.04 on the daily for 5G. And the reason we're watching that is we need to determine, have we changed from this daily uptrend of higher highs, higher lows to a daily downtrend of lower lows and lower highs. If we get anything under 25.04, that is going to be confirmation of our daily downtrend, and we will be playing that accordingly, but we'll be pleasantly surprised if we break over 25.04, in which case we'll still need to establish a higher low on the daily, and we'll be watching very closely to see what happens there. Right now, bearish breaks, some key levels lost. We may get another attempt to see if we have any support at 24.27 tomorrow. We also have low of day support 24.15. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. This is a lot of volume, and there's a big lower wick here. Bulls definitely closed strong today on the 5-minute time frame. Let's take a look at that. Here's that big lower open. Bulls pretty much owned the day. A lot of momentum heading into tomorrow. So let's see what happens. If we get underneath 24.54 and it acts as a resistance, that is going to be bearish on the daily time frame. And something that we could look for would be an open right around here, come up to hit 24.54, maybe even a couple times, and then hit a slow and methodical daily downtrend, or a 5-minute downtrend inside the daily period. A lot of speculation. Well, that's what we do in technical analysis. We take a look at the evidence that we have and try to come up with some game plans. So if I see rejection from 24.54, I'll be looking for a controlled short opportunity on 5G. If we open above it, I'm going to see if we can back test that level and have the momentum that the bulls have carried forward today carry forward into tomorrow's trading action. Let's take a look at AVGO. This one is interesting. We talked about this yesterday. A big, strong, dominant close by the bears, driving the price down. We opened low, we saw a spinning top, and what's really key is that we had that low $309. Where did I get 90 from? $309, and that was our low support, must hold level for us. And we actually came up, tested that level to the penny today as our high a day. So absolute clear line in the sand. We need to watch that 309 level. That will come into play again in the future. So I'll be keeping a close eye on that. We've lost a daily uptrend on AVGO. We have an indecision candlestick. So the same thing applies. We need to see if we're going to change this daily uptrend into a daily downtrend. We need to carve out our base of support, see if we can't get the reversal. And then the daily level that we're going to try and get over is 320.18. Anything under that is going to be a daily lower high and a continuation of this pattern. So on the 15-minute time frame, a lot of indecision today. Here's that lower open. Big push by the bears, a lot of volatility in both directions. And bulls closed the day off with a little bit of strength, but nothing really to write home about. 309, if we get back up there, will be an important level for us to test tomorrow. MRVL on the daily time frame, very similar setup, a loss of 25.77, same story. We're going to look for that lower high and see if we are in a daily downtrend. Our daily level that we need to break is 26.88, so we're currently expecting a lower high underneath that level to lock in this daily downtrend. We have filled this gap by creating another gap. Let's see if we can get a little bit of strength tomorrow to the upside. Key resistance level 25.77. Today's high of day is 25.38. And if we continue to the downside, our next support in the daily is 23.91, and today's low of day, 24.52. SWKS, a little bit of strength. We've still held 95.29. So if bulls can pull things together and the other 5G ETF or 5G stocks and the 5G ETF, of which SWKS is a large component, then we have the possibility of seeing some very positive moves in SWKS. The bulls are holding on much stronger than they are in the other tickers. We've maintained our support at 95.29, and today's low of day, 95.63. We also have EMA 26 support on the daily. Looks like that's right where we opened. So we need to establish, are we going to continue this daily equilibrium of our high, our low, our lower high, higher low? Are we going to break 95.29 tomorrow? If everyone else is moving up strongly tomorrow morning and we see some optimism in the markets during pre-market, I'm going to be looking for an upswing and see if we can't get a lower high underneath. What was that key level? 101.12. If we break 95.29, I'm going to be looking for a daily downtrend. And in the case of SWKS, we still have a key level to break, and we don't have very much support underneath that at all. So if a red market shows up tomorrow and our 5G ETF and our 5G stocks are all showing red as well, big short opportunity at SWKS, loss of 95.29, no support for quite a ways. The closest support is in the high 91s. ADI on the daily time frame, similar to the other setups, a little bit stronger. We are still in this daily uptrend. We could go all the way down to 107.52. However, I would like us to see a bounce above that level and hold the low of today, 108.67. A little bit of a crapshoot right in the middle of some ranges here. So I would look at the 4-hour time frame and the hourly, see if we're oversold, and look for some sort of change in direction. Right now, we've got a new high on the hourly, but we have quite a ways to go to establish a higher high over top of 111.86. So far, we are just in the hourly downtrend, currently looking for resistance at what has been historically an important level at EMA 26, which would be right around 110.93. So going back to the daily time frame, very close to the low of day support from the candlestick on the 2nd yesterday. INSG, the beast, continues to show some strength, and in this case, resilience. Everyone else is very red, except for, of course, our friend SWKS, but we are looking at some important consolidation. We are way overdue for daily consolidation on INSG, still at 72.28, 4-hour time frame, just getting back to 70, and in the hourly, we're happy at 52.49. So what are we looking for on INSG? We need more daily consolidation. We can do that just fine going sideways, and if we have another day like today, it will be looking a lot like a bull flag with a couple of red candles, nice and tight, setting up that consolidation that we need. So we'll be watching this very, very closely. So far, I will be looking for us to stay very close to the low of day under at $6.30. If we get some break of that level, so let's say we lose 6.30 and we don't get a lot of follow through, that's perfectly fine. That's the sort of thing we expect to see when we're looking at a bull flag situation. And what I mean by that is we can come down, break that level, and just oscillate, continually setting these lower lows. The lack of follow through and the lack of commitment by the bears will show us that there is still some bullish pressure here, and they are willing to buy these little dips. And the inability of those bears to sustain the attack and drive the price down adds credence to the idea that we're going to be in a bull flag. So watch for weak breaks of the lows on these potential bull flag swings. Right now, we'd be looking for a test of 6.30, just below that. Let's see what sort of follow through we can get. And let's see how this daily consolidation rides out. We are in blue sky territory. So all we need is the bulls to resume their attack, and we will see some good upside potential.